Hi, Facebook. So I am actually going to dual broadcast this. Okay, so I'm going to start my Periscope stream, and I'm just going to be talking between the two. So I don't have to do two videos this morning. I can do one. Say hi whenever you guys get in here. Hi, Cheryl. So I'm going to start my Periscope. Hi, Periscope. Good morning. I am dual broadcasting this morning. I am on Facebook Live and Periscope at the same time, so I'm going to see how this works out here. But hi, Cheryl. Hi, guys. So I'm going to kind of be welcoming both of you. Good morning, Periscope. Good morning, Facebook. Hey, Gizzy. Long time no talk. How are you? Hey, Tara. Go ahead and comment on my Periscope so I can make sure the comments are working. I am on Facebook and Periscope right now. So I got a message the other day, and it's from one of my friends of mine, really sweet gal. But it got me thinking, you know, maybe I need to share with you guys the difference between network marketing and a pyramid scheme, because some people might not know. And yeah, Cheryl, ultimate multitasking, right? Okay, so anyways, so I got this message the other day, and I've got a few of these messages before, and I almost think it's because people don't know the difference. So if you know me at all, you know I love network marketing. Like, that's just my jam. I have always, even as a child, before, you know, I was actually in network marketing, I would just love to refer people to things, okay? Or like in high school, you know, I get something really cool, you know, refer people to it. Like, I just always enjoyed that. So I grew up. Hi, Emily. Hope your baby's doing good. I grew up, and then, you know, network marketing was like a big thing, and I got into it, and I absolutely love it. So let me just start and share with you guys what network marketing is, okay? So network marketing is, it's basically what you guys do every time you go out to eat, and then you go leave a good review of it, okay? Or you tell your friends on Facebook, or you know, refer like your parents to the restaurant, and then they go to the restaurant, okay, and you have then successfully network marketed for that restaurant, correct? But in today's society, like, this is a billion-dollar industry that this is a way of companies are paying people, and basically what it's doing is allowing people to get paid for referrals. So it works something like this. You try a product, you love the product, you use it, and then you tell your friends about it. Your friends want to try the product, but they heard about it from you, so you get a little kickback, a little money, or maybe free product or something for sharing with your friends, okay? And it's honestly, it's like a really smart company, like advertising, way to advertise your company, way to, you know, get your products out there. You know, from the moment we wake up, we see so many commercials and ads and everything else, and you always hear the best advertisement is word of mouth, right? Like, I trust my friends telling me something's good over like a commercial, right? So that's why I love network marketing. I truly believe in it. I think it's a great business model, and I really do like it. But a lot of people confuse it with a pyramid scheme. So what is a pyramid scheme? A pyramid scheme is where there's like no product, and you basically are just recruiting more people to add more money, okay? So I think the best way to explain this is to read this message that I got the other day. So I got this on Saturday at 8:08 a.m. I'm just going to read it. I'm going to cover her name up. I'm going to read it off of my Facebook messages, okay? It says, hi, Tara. I thought I would invite you to a money pool that my daughter and I have joined. Okay, keyword money pool, right? If you're interested, I can add you to the group so you can ask questions. And it's called the Friendship Network, okay? So there's a bracket with 15 positions, and each donation costs $100. As the positions at the bottom tier are filled, so the bottom of the pyramid are filled, the 8 times 100 donations are given to the person at the top. When the bottom tier gets completed, the bracket gets cycled, and everyone moves up. Okay, you move up the pyramid. When your position is at the top, you get sent 8 times 100 donations, then you cycle out. Okay, and then that's it. Nobody makes a commission. There are no goods or services exchanged. The system relies on constant participation in the group. The bracket cycles as fast as the 8 positions on the bottom tier can make it happen. So technically, you're making $700 off 100 if you continue to put $100 back in the system every cycle. Guys, that is a pyramid scheme. They say there's no product, okay? It talks about tiers. It's a tier. It's a pyramid. Somebody's at the top. There's people at the bottom. People put in stuff at the bottom. It funds the people at the top, okay? That is the definition of a pyramid scheme. A matter of fact, the FTC says network marketing that pays commission for recruiting new distributors are illegally illegal pyramid schemes, okay? So if you're ever confused if what you're, hearing about is network marketing or a pyramid scheme, that's just one easy way to differentiate. Like, is someone trying to get you to give them their money so that someone at the top can get paid out, and then you move to the top and it cycles, and that, I mean, if it sounds kind of fishy, it's probably an illegal pyramid scheme. Now, network marketing, the purpose is to share product, okay? So for instance, what I'm doing now, I do the CBD oil for HempWorks. So I used CBD oil for 6-7 months, I want to say. And then I found out that I could, get money for referring people, network marketing. So I joined with the company of the oil I was using, and then I just share it openly. I started sharing that I've used it and what it's done for me, et cetera, et cetera. And then other people want to try it. So they've paid $20 and they've started referring people. Okay. There's a product, there's a purpose, and it's, networking with other people. So I have gotten a few invitations that, like the one I just read to you about the pyramid scheme. And why I think people send these to me is because they know that I like network marketing. And I don't think people are aware that this is a pyramid scheme. I don't think they understand that there's always going to be somebody at the bottom of that pyramid that gets left out. Now, like I just read to you, there's 8 spots of 100 donations on this one. And once you move to the top, you get the $700 or whatever, right? But eventually this pyramid here is going to stop. Okay, because it's not going to go on forever. And there's going to be, whenever it stops, people that put in their $100 and aren't going to get the promised kickback, right? If you're just joining, maybe you want to go back and listen to what I read here. Okay, so I have an actual imitation and explanation of a pyramid scheme. Okay, and again, like this person, I know her, I love her, she's a great person. And I don't think she knows what she invited me to. I don't think she's aware. Yeah, Andrea. So it's not like, I'm not saying like, oh, she's trying to con me or anything like that. I've had my own family send these to me before. And I just don't think people understand, that there's always going to be somebody at the bottom that gets left out. There's no product exchanging. There's no real referrals or anything like that. It's just making money off of other people that you get to pay the money in, okay? And guys, that's actually illegal. Like it's not legal here, like not at all. Now, some words people usually use: money pool, winner's circle. This one says the friendship network. Okay, it says money pool, but then it says the friendship network. So there's different words for it, different names, but it's all the same thing. Okay, so you're paid commission on your people and not referrals for product. So I just thought I would come share that with you guys. Thought it was interesting. I thought about doing, a live video like this before, but I never had the example, like quite such a good example of the pyramid scheme to really share with you guys. So whenever I got this Saturday, I was like, oh, I should totally go share that with people and explain to them the difference. I hear a lot of times things like LuLaRoe are pyramid schemes, things like that. They're technically not. So the way those companies can operate legally is there is a product, okay? Now, granted, there's only, I think it's like 1%, maybe less, that will actually make a profit in a company like that. But it does have a product, okay? So they are referring people for a product, so it's not technically a pyramid scheme. Hey, Sally. I've been praying for your family, Sally. So Andrea says, once the top gets the money, they leave, even though they say they'll reinvest. Yeah, Andrea, so yeah, I know, right? And eventually there's gonna be somebody at the bottom that, you know, that thing is going to stop putting money in, and then the people that did pay the $100 they're gonna be, you know, SOL. Jen says, do you feel multi-level marketing and pyramid schemes have some similar traits? So yeah, totally. I do, Jen. They do have similar traits. So it's a very fine line. Okay, it's a very fine line of network marketing and pyramid schemes. But if you were here whenever I read this to you guys, and I know there's, you know, I'm just going to read this again because there's some more people, new people that just joined. So I'm going to read to you the invitation I got to the pyramid scheme. I got it on Saturday. And again, this is from somebody that probably doesn't know this is a pyramid scheme, okay? So she says, hi Tara, I thought I'd invite you to a money pool my daughter and I have joined. If you're interested, I can add you to the group so you can ask questions. It's called the Friendship Network. There's 15 positions. There's a bracket with 15 positions. Each donation costs $100. So keyword donation there, okay? So they're saying this is a donation. As the positions of the bottom tier are filled, the 8 times $100 donations are given to the person at the top. When the bottom tier gets completed, the bracket gets cycled, everyone moves up. When your position's at the top, you get sent 8 times 100 donations, then you cycle out. That's it, nobody makes a commission, there's no goods or services exchanged. That's the keywords there, guys, okay? No goods, no services, that's what the FTC says is a pyramid scheme. The system relies on constant participation in the group. The bracket cycles as fast as the 8 positions on the bottom can make it happen. Technically, you're making $700 off 100 if you continue to put $100 back into the system every cycle. Now, I remember when network marketing and pyramid schemes came about. So the network marketing was actually born from pyramid schemes, okay? So I was in, I want to say like late middle school, early high school, and I had some family that got into pyramid schemes, okay? It's whenever it first started, and this was before the internet was huge and a big thing. I think people like called you on the phone to actually do it, okay? And I know people that got in, put their money in, you know, it cycled through, they got their money, and then the FTC got caught onto it and realized they needed to stop it. So I think what happened then was companies were like, hey, you know, all these people were referring people and their friends were doing this and this with no product. So how do we make this legal? Okay. And I haven't studied the history of network marketing or pyramid schemes or anything. This is like firsthand, like personal information here, that, in my opinion. So I think companies with actual products, I know, Jennifer, right? It just sounds shady, right? But you have to remember, I mean, this was back when the recession, you know, President Bush, and there was like the recession and everything. So people were looking for a way to, you know, just help their families, feed their families, get ahead, anything like that. So I think that's really where this whole thing was born. And I think what happened was people that had actual products were like, hey, you know, so-and-so had all their friends join with no products. Why don't I take my product, you know, present it to so-and-so, give them a whole kit for $99, and if they love it, they'll tell their friends, and we actually have product to show, right? And that is freaking genius, guys. Network marketing is genius because we've been doing it for like forever. Since humans could talk and interact, we've been network marketing. We just never paid the people that were good at it. We just never capitalized on it until somebody had the idea and got it legalized and created a system, okay? Stacy says, I think they started with the chain letters. Oh my God, Stacy, yes! Yes, girl, yes, the chain letters. Mm-hmm. Totally. And like the literal like letters, okay, from the post office. yeah, I think you're right. But I don't remember that. I remember, like I said, I mean, I'm 33 years old and I graduated high school in 2002, I want to say. So this is like in the late 90s that I remember this happening, people doing this. And I remember, because I remember people talking about it. So I'm not going to say who, but people in my family, I remember them talking about it. And what I remember from it, looking back, that is where like it was a pyramid scheme. Okay, so you paid, $100 or whatever, and then you told your friends, and they paid $100, and I forget what it was called, but these were like companies that were doing this. And then I bet if I go back and search the actual history, I can find that they got in trouble, right? Or that's when the FTC put the ban on it and said, no, you can't take people's money with no product and then just tell them get more people to put more money in, and then you get like, guys, if it's like I said, if it sounds fishy, if it sounds off, it probably is. Okay, nothing in life is that easy, and you shouldn't give money and then rely on getting other people to give money for you to get paid out. Like, it just doesn't, like, the world doesn't work that way, guys. Okay, it just doesn't work that way. But network marketing, okay, back to thank you for the hearts on Periscope. Back to what I was saying about network marketing is, we've been doing it since the beginning of time. And with the internet, it's just that much easier, okay? Now, I don't know if you guys go and review places. If I go to a restaurant or I buy a new shirt or something like that, I always try to leave a review. Now, I know, like, I've read a lot of people will only leave reviews if, service is bad or they don't like something. But being a business owner, I always try to go leave reviews, no matter what. So that said, I think that's really where network marketing was probably born. Like I said, companies were probably like, oh, people are going to give their money for these pyramid schemes. So how do we make this legal? How do we capitalize on people referring people, and actually make this a form of advertising, okay? Because that's what it is. Network marketing is advertising. It's advertising for a company via referrals and word of mouth, okay? So if you like a product and you use it, and you have a large social network, and you tell others about it, and then they like it, they like what they hear, they buy the product, they try it, you get paid for referring somebody to try that. So it's advertising. Think about how long Avon, Tupperware, Mary Kay, etc. have been around. I don't think network marketing was born from pyramid schemes, but the other way around. Oh, Jamie, that's a really good insight there, because that's true. So Tupperware, I know, started in like the 50s or 60s or something. So, but the thing is, Jamie, I don't know this, but if anyone does know, you can let me know. Was Tupperware and Avon actually paying referrals, or were you actually buying all of your stuff wholesale and reselling it? Because the whole like $99 kit and all that really started with the internet. So before the internet, you had to have like the products on hand, right? Like I know Mary Jo Zuber back in Illinois, where I come from, she's like the Avon lady in that town, right? And she still calls her orders in, like on her landline, guys, calls her Avon orders into Avon. They don't even own a computer, I don't think. They definitely don't have the internet. But the thing is, she has an entire room with all products. So like new products come out, Mary Jo buys them. And she's in like her 80s. So I'm wondering, and I'm going to, this really interests me. So I think I'm going to do some more research. I am wondering if Mary Kay, Tupperware, Avon, all those places, I wonder if you really had to buy a lot of the product to have on hand. Jamie says you still bought a kit. At least when I was younger, my mom did. Okay. And so that was before the internet. Because I think the internet really became like a household thing when I was like 9th grade, freshman year, like 13, 14 years old. So I don't know. I'm going to research it some more. But that's really interesting that you think pyramid schemes were born from network marketing, because, that's probably true now I think about it. So people, you know, noticed that companies with products were getting really good advertising from other people, and some shady people come along and we're like, okay, well, what if we try this without a product? What if we just, you know, tell Joe to give us $100 and then he gets 5 people to give him $100 and then we could pay Joe and then it cycles around. I'm just surprised that it's still going on since the FTC said it's illegal and things like that. I'm just really surprised they're still going around. Stacy says Mary Kay started in the 60s. Okay. Yeah. So, hey, Mandy, how are you? Hey, Danielle. Yeah. So, guys, you know, I'm going to do some more research and then I'll come back and I'll talk about the history of it. Okay. Because me just speculating, I mean, I know like you're all saying like, oh, you're interested, you're intrigued. I think we need to know this, but I really just want to clarify because, and you still had people under you. So in a way it was a pyramid scheme, right? So no, Jamie, no, because did you hear what I read? Like the invitation that I read it twice now on this live, where I actually got an invitation to a pyramid scheme on Saturday, okay, in my inbox. And the pyramid scheme, the FTC says, you know, that the FTC literally says, all right, I'll read it here. So network marketing that pays commission for recruiting new distributors are actually illegal pyramid schemes. So I think if you had people under you, okay, as long as there's a product, like a legitimate product, okay, it's not a pyramid scheme because what happens in network marketing, okay, let's just take, you know, the HempWorks right now, okay, that I'm doing right now, the HempWorks. So I used it for, you know, 6-7 months, and then I thought, you know, I might as well pay extra $20 and get paid for referring people. So what happens is, you know, when people hear my story and my testimony and they want to try the CBD oil now, you know, they buy the CBD oil and then, you know, an extra $20 they get, and you know, you get like materials and things like that. But then they get a spot where now if they love it and they want to share with their friends and then their friends buy it and everything, you know, they're going to get paid for their friends buying the product. So it's word of mouth marketing. It's really smart. I love network marketing. If I had a product and was a big corporation, you know, I would want to advertise like that. More and more, I know I don't watch TV, for instance, and I pay for YouTube Red, so I don't have to, you know, watch ads or anything like that. And I think that's happening more and more. People are losing the advertising time, I think. So I think that's why network marketing is even growing more. And, you know, just also if you think about it, like I know I shop this way, okay? So say I notice wrinkles, okay, which I have lately, notice wrinkles. Then I start thinking, you know, I don't know anything about wrinkle cream. So I start thinking, you know, well, so-and-so is posting all the time and sharing about their wrinkle cream and showing, you know, I've seen their before and afters and things like that. So in my mind, you know, it makes sense. And I generally will go to that person and say, hey, you know, I've seen your post, tell me about this wrinkle cream, you know, and then right there, they can give me, you know, probably graphics, information, statistics, pictures, all that, right? Right there from that one person. And chances are I know that person, okay, so I'm going to trust their opinion. And also, a lot of times, especially these days, these products like that have that money back guarantee. So what's happened is this company has invested, you know, just in that one product and their research and all that in that one product. So they're generally like really good products. Like I really, really like network marketing products for that reason. And like I said, you generally 9 times out of 10 get, you know, a money back guarantee from the company. So Jamie says, I mean, other people noticed that in these companies, the people on the top were making more money. So shady people were like, how can I do this without a product? Yeah, totally. So, and that's true. I mean, the people at the top, of network marketing companies do make more money. You know, I was one of the first 500 with my old company, and, you know, people ask me and I share, well, that's part of the reason why I left, because you're expected to bring in new people, but when you, and there's not, like, if you're at the top of the company, there's nothing wrong with staying there. But for me, ethically, it really started to bother me that, you know, I would bring people in and they would struggle and they would be like, you know, I'm doing exactly what you do. I'm doing exactly what you told me to do, you know, and I'm losing money. Like, you know, I invested, especially with these, you know, I invested thousands of dollars and I'm losing money. And the thing is, you know, I stopped recruiting months before I left for that reason. Because even though I did weekly trainings, even though I had, you know, over 30 some YouTube videos, I just felt that, you know, and I don't want to say I felt that I was falsely advertising, because there were some people that come in and killed it. You know, they already had huge, you know, networks and a lot of people to buy from, and they come in and they killed it. But 9 times out of 10, people that were coming in, spending, you know, thousands of dollars, and then they would do exactly what I was doing. They would listen to my trainings, they do this and this and this, and then, you know, just killing themselves and being like, you know, I don't understand why this is working. It's not working because there was already so many people, okay, doing it. It was just like flooded. And the reason the people at the top, like me, were making, you know, 6 figures a month is because everybody that was under us, okay, buying product and selling everything that was going on under us, okay? The difference between pyramid and network marketing is making, oh, I didn't catch all that, Jennifer. I didn't catch all that. But the main difference is, you know, pyramid schemes, you don't have a product, okay? You're not referring people for a product. You are literally referring people so that the person at the top can get paid. So like I was saying, though, about LuLaRoe, for instance, a lot of people say LuLaRoe is a pyramid scheme. The way these companies get by is because they actually have products, okay? Hi, Jacob. They actually have products. Therefore, you know, it's technically not a pyramid scheme. Making more money from people than products. Okay, yeah, Jennifer. So that's true, okay? Hi, La Salvage. Oh, I can't pronounce your name. I don't know what it is. That's true, though. So, you know, a lot of places recruit. No, you can't see my boobs. I'm sorry. Sorry. But yeah, so that's true. You know, recruit. And instead of focus on telling people about your product and sharing and networking, you know, when it becomes about recruiting and getting more people in, you know, that's where it becomes an issue. No, can't see that either. I'm no fun. I'm sorry. So yeah, I believe that's why Herbalife was thought to be in trouble. So I think what Herbalife was doing, and this is where some legal like logistics and some laws come into play, was Herbalife was paying people for recruiting, okay? If I understand right from what I've read. They were paying people to get other people to come in. Yeah, Jamie, so I'm dual broadcasting. I'm on Periscope and Facebook. 2 birds with 1 stone. So Herbalife was basically paying people to recruit other people. So that's why a lot of times, like the company I was with prior, where I had, you know, I had a huge team. I had around like 100 people under me, right? So they don't pay cash for people that sign up under you. What they did was paid inventory credits, okay? So I was never paid cash for anyone that joined my team. I was paid credit for inventory. So I think that's what, you know, a lot of people do these days. Or where it changes is if you can get a system, and I think LuLaRoe has a system like that. So it shows how much people are selling, okay? Because you cannot get paid on what people buy. If you get paid on what people are buying, that's illegal. So if you get paid on what your team is selling, that's proving that you're teaching your team things, you know, you are spending time with them, their performance is up. So like any other job where you have a team, where you lead a team, you know, you get paid a commission on that. But it's illegal to get paid on how much people are buying. Okay. And I mean, it makes sense. It really does, because some people, you know, are just really gullible, and you could be like, you know, buy this, buy this, buy this, you know, get paid off what people buy. Yeah, so that's why Luro changed to selling last summer. And I mean, it makes sense. You know, you should get paid on what people sell, you know, how people on your team perform, because that's how, I mean, that's just how it should be. Okay, you shouldn't get paid on what people buy. That's slimy, in my opinion. So anyways, I hope that cleared some of it up. Basically, you know, network marketing is sharing and, you know, just sharing, promoting product that you use and you love. I mean, granted, some people are serial network marketers, okay? So they might be with, you know, 5, 10 companies, whatever. And, you know, that's whatever. I left my other company and I said, you know, I'll never join another company. Like, I'm going to do my own thing. You know, I buy my own clothes wholesale. I sell them for retail. It's a lot of work, guys. It is a lot of work. Hi, Luke. Hi, Lauren. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Danielle. It's a lot of work. But, you know, I no longer feel guilty about having people sign up with thousands of dollars and then not being able to move the product. Okay. I no longer am pushed to have people do that. And, you know, I mean, I would wake up, guys, it got to the point where I would wake up in the morning and my inbox would be flooded with people, not even on my team, you know, just wanting some help, wanting to know, you know, how to move the product. Just give me anything, tell me anything. And that's why, you know, I'm happy to be in a position now where I come on, you know, I have a group on Facebook, I have an email list, and I give tips and do different blogs and videos of different things to help people, you know, in their boutiques and situations. Oh, Jennifer. One of my wholesalers is calling me. They must be out of something that I ordered. That's no fun. Hope you're having a wonderful day. You left all your other companies and you just started your own business. Yeah, Lauren, I saw your business is so stinking cute. Your like crafts and things. I'm not crafty at all, guys. Like, not even a little. If my friend Danielle's still on here, she can attest to this. Like, we used to both own photography businesses back in Illinois. And if I, you know, like, I would see a cool idea, wanted to do it for my studio or whatever, and I would call her and be like, send the Pinterest to her and be like, Danielle, can you help me do, she's on here. I'm like, Danielle, can you help me do this? Like, help me do this. And then she would come and be like trying to teach me. I remember one time, do you remember the time we made the, oh God, this was like years ago. We made the fabric headbands, and she was trying to show me how to basically just use a glue gun and just roll the fabrics, right? And then just glue them down and around to make the flowers. Okay, it sounds kind of easy, right? But it wasn't easy, guys. It was horrible. And I remember her standing at my kitchen table and being like, this is so easy. You just cut this here and then you twist it as you glue it. And I'm like, no, and you watch me do it. Yeah, because I don't know. I just couldn't, I don't know. I'm not crafty at all. So Lauren says, you're so good at training and helping people. You are why we took the leap. Oh, Lauren, you're so cute. I really do. Like, I really have a passion for seeing others succeed. And, you know, I like to, there's not like there's not like a secret. Okay. There's not a big secret to it. I would say, you know, and I say this, like, the number one thing with network marketing is putting yourself out there, like being genuine, you know, and going with the trends, okay? Because people are going to know, like, I'm sure you guys, if anyone's on here from It Works, that is with the It Works company, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to say this as this example. If you guys know anyone from It Works, or you've ever been solicited, I call it solicitating because that's what they do. It's just, that company leaves a bad taste in my mouth for a couple reasons. Because one, I don't know. I see pictures where they're like a huge cheeseburger with bacon and fries and everything, and then like a bottle of something called like fat blocker. And these girls they'll do like an Instagram and it'll say like, oh, I'm so happy I can eat all of this and take 2 little pills and all the fat will be blocked. And, message me if you want these pills or whatever. And they're like $100 for a bottle. And they're basically telling people you can eat whatever you want and get skinny, right? And what they do is they will reach out to a cold market, people they've never talked to, people that have never liked their pictures or anything, but they'll look at your profile picture, okay? And I'm a plus size girl, right? And I have gotten solicited so many times from It Works people. And they'll message and say, just randomly and telling me, they can help me lose weight. And I'm like, it offends me. It really offends me, right? Because I was, in 2015, I was almost 250 pounds. So I've lost 80 pounds on my own. And I'm like, I don't need you messaging me. I've never heard of you. I've never talked to you, nothing. And you're trying to tell me I'm fat, right? And I need to buy your pills. Like that is the part of network marketing that people like get a bad taste in their mouth for. They don't like it. They, think it's BS because companies like that. And the thing is, their leaders are training people to do that. And it's horrible. That's horrible. Danielle, crafting is a gene. I suck at sales and you're great at it. Oh, hush, Danielle. I think crafting probably is like in your genes and like your creativity. For instance, like, different things, God blesses people with different things. Danielle can take 5 random, antiques that I would consider junk, put them in front of a white background and sell the crap out of some mini sessions, for her photography business. And me, I was like, just always struggling because I don't have that ability to see things in another sense like Danielle has, okay? So she can see something and see what she can do with it. I see something and I'm a very forward, like straightforward, like an ace is an ace, a spade is a spade, as my dad would say, okay? So I don't have the ability really to see something for what it could be. And, it's different talents, but I have the ability to, sell things that I believe in, things that, I like, I have the ability to tell people about it in a way that, sells it. What's up? Oh, yeah? Okay, you can get a snack.
I have something awesome to tell you.
Okay, get a snack.
It's awesome.
Anyways, guys, but like I tell people and I teach people, like the thing with sales is, and this is big, like in any network marketing, there is no secret. Like I don't have a secret. I have just always been really open, put myself out there and, not be slimy about it, not be, like in your face. Like if you guys, know me for any amount of time, like I don't actively recruit. I'm not like, join my team, this, and this. And some people do that. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess. But I feel like more to be successful you just need to be really genuine and just put yourself out there and share with people in a real way. Because nobody likes to be sold to, okay? And, I do sales. You guys know I sell clothes, and I've done probably close to 500 sales, 500 videos, lives, whatever. And, I do sales still to this day where nothing sells or maybe one thing sells. But, the difference is, and what I tell people is you just have to keep going. You have to be consistent, okay? If I stopped doing live sales for my clothes, if I would have stopped when I didn't have anyone watching, or when I didn't sell anything, like I still, like, I wouldn't be selling anything to this day because, you know, it goes back to what I was saying about the wrinkle cream, okay? Whenever I noticed those wrinkles and I thought, you know, oh, so-and-so does, you know, sells wrinkle cream, I'm going to go talk to her. I would have never talked to her if she hadn't shown up consistently on social media through network marketing and consistently, you know, shown the pictures, talked about the wrinkle cream, because I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have remembered that she had this amazing product, right? Because, you know, maybe she went live and nobody watched. So she decided, oh, well, nobody wants it, it's worthless. And she never came back on. But say she went live, nobody watched, nobody bought it, but she continued to go live and she continued to post and she continued to share day after day after day. So what happened was, when people need the wrinkle cream, when people want to know about the wrinkle cream, they remember her because she's shown up consistently, right? So I realized, like, not everybody needs clothes every week, okay? But when somebody wants clothes, when they want something cute and they want to support a local business, you know, they're probably gonna think, or at least I hope they remember, you know, oh, well, Tara will be live on Friday. I'm gonna see what Tara has on Friday. And you know, that's basically consistency. I mean, the same thing with the photography business, and the same thing, Danielle, I've watched you, you know, over the years, and I know, you know, we've both had some mini sessions that, you know, nobody booked. Like, we couldn't get somebody to take a free mini session, you know, and now your mini sessions are like sold out, you know, because you've showed up consistently year after year after year, and people know, okay? So now people know, hey, she's gonna do Mother's Day sessions. She's gonna do, you know, Easter sessions, because you've continued to do them. You didn't stop when, you know, nobody booked, or you didn't stop when you had a bad week. So that's basically, you know, that's the gist of network marketing. That's how you can be successful. So now you guys have the secret. It's consistency. It's just showing up, being yourself, putting yourself out there, and, you know, being consistent. Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't know any business that, I don't know any business off the top of my head that was like amazing the first day. Oh, guys, there's comments. I'm not even reading them. Jamie hates cold calls. Stacy says $40 for the fat pills. I tried them because I'm a sucker. Maybe they were 60. I don't remember. Jamie says, I was saying the other day how spot on your Pinterest pins are. I'll be scrolling through and then see you and get excited. Oh, that's Tara. They're like Stitch Fix ads or something. Does that make sense? Yeah, Jamie. So yeah, that makes sense. You know, like, you're scrolling through and you see my new products, you see pictures of me and my products on my Pinterest, and you're like, you know, oh, and then you think, okay, maybe you don't think, but maybe then you're hanging out Friday night and you get the notification, Evelyn Boutique is live, and you connect the two. Oh, I bet she has that shirt that I just saw on Pinterest, okay? So you get on my video and you're like, oh yeah, there's a shirt, right? So consistently, what I'm saying, like, consistently showing up, you know, your friends, when they need a shirt or they need something that you promote and you put your name behind, you know, they're going to know to go to you. Just saying you're rocking this, it's because of your talents and ability to connect with people on a real level. Yeah, thank you, Jamie. So that's the thing too. You know, if you guys know me, like, Jamie knows me in real life, Danielle knows me in real life, I'm the same person in real life. I might cuss a little bit more in real life. I'm the same person in real life than I am on these videos, okay? I'm the same person to people, okay? So whether I'm, you know, talking to my mom or my friends, or I'm on a Facebook Live, I'm the same person, because I don't know. I guess I always have been that way. And I think it would be too hard to try to be someone else, or try to be, you know, someone different around different people. Like, I don't know. I don't think my memory is good enough to be that way. Oh, how was I around this person? Okay, no. I don't know. I just, hey Kim, how are you? But yeah, I mean, that's basically, I mean, how success works, consistency, being real, because nobody, like I said, nobody wants to be sold to, guys, okay? And, in today's society, we wake up, a lot of people wake up and you immediately check your phone or your emails, right? I guarantee you, like 90 to 95% of your emails are ads, or newsletters or something, and then you're scrolling your Facebook and you see ads and everything else. And there's just a lot of noise coming in all the time, digital noise and everything coming in, that people just want somebody real and authentic. Okay. And I do too. Okay. So back to the it works people. I don't recommend cold calling or cold messaging or anything like that. The only time I've cold called is whenever I worked in the portrait studio back in Illinois. I was manager of portrait studio. And even then, it wasn't straight up cold calls because we would take past customers and call them and offer them, new relevant packages and whatnot. So I don't think I've ever actually cold called people. That would be kind of weird. Anyways, so somebody asked me, I think it was Andrea asked me if I got the job. So here's the thing with the job. They wanted me to come in and meet the owner this week, right? And I'll just tell you guys what the job is. It is out here in Utah, solar energy. Solar power is like really like booming industry. So I sent my resume in to a couple different companies and both of them called me back. And the solar company was for a district sales manager. Okay, so I would basically be like hiring my own team of salespeople, training them, and it's over like the whole area. Okay, like the whole district here. And what they do is people go door to door, door knocking. And I know like depending on where you live, like door knocking, you're either going, oh, like whatever, or you're like, oh, like I hate door knockers. Out here, it's like an acceptable thing because this is like where the Mormon religion is. And the Mormon religion, that's what they do. So they go door to door to share their religion. So door knockers out here is not frowned upon the same way it is back home in the Midwest, okay? Matter of fact, that's how we found my kids' school, was somebody come and knocked on our door. Anyways, so being the district manager, I would find these people, hire them, train them, and then they would go in and close sales. So there was sales, appointment setters, and then closers, okay? Appointment setters would go knock on the doors, ask them, if they wanted to learn more about solar, and they would do it very targeted, okay? So targeted neighborhoods and houses and things like that. And then they would set up an appointment for a closer, and then the closer would be my sales team, and they would go in and give a presentation, give a sales estimate, tell them about solar energy, things like that. And then, they close the deal, then, I would make commission and things like that off of the sales, how well the sales team does. Okay, you guys know how district managers work. So the thing is, that sounds great and everything. I was kind of, wanting to hear about it, get into it, whatever. The salary was going to be really good, plus the commission and everything. But whenever I started really thinking about it and I started looking at, daycare things for Maddox and who would pick up Jack from school, who would, take the kids to school, who would do this and this and this, I really, I figured out that I'm not ready to rely on someone else to care for Maddox or rely on someone else to take my kids to school or to pick up Jack or anything like that. Maybe it's some of my anxiety or the fact that I really like to control things, but I'm not willing to trade that from my kids for, the salary and everything else. And there's the whole thing about, working for someone else. Like, granted, you know, it pays really well and it's a really good position to start in. I would be back to working for someone else. And, you know, it's just, I don't know, not that there's anything wrong with working with anyone else, but I am building my own brand and my own business. And I want to focus on building my dreams and my goals in my business instead of spending my time helping someone else build their business and their goals and everything. So that's where I'm at there. And also, guys, I don't know if we're going to stay here in Utah. We like Utah. It's really nice here, the mountains and, you know, everything like that. But the thing is, my husband does fiber optics, okay? And he does aerial splicing, which is up in the air, splicing, you know, little fibers, so like a strand of hair under a microscope, like splicing them together to make it work, okay? And he works for Google right now, so really good job. But the thing is, the fiber optics is really starting to pick up in other parts of the country, and companies are paying top dollar for people with experience, okay? And he has a college degree in this certification and experience. So we've been looking, and, you know, the options of places we can go and he can get, you know, really good work are really starting to pick up. So I don't know if we're going to stay here. We might, you know, we might move. You know, we had talked about moving to Colorado for years and we never did. So now we're like a state away from Colorado. I personally, if I could pick where to go, I would go to California. Now, Daniel doesn't want to go to California. So I don't know. There's also a job in Hawaii right now, okay, fits his resume perfect. So I don't know. I just don't really want to be tied down like that. So anyways, long story short, you know, I sent them an email. I thanked them for their time and their interest, but I changed my mind. So I'm not going to meet the owner. If you're out here in Utah and you are qualified, you know, I can possibly send your stuff in. I know I had one person message me asking me about it. So it just depends. I mean, they are looking for someone with very specific resume. So anyways, guys, I've been on here almost an hour and I'm going to get off here, kind of just rambling at this point. But I am going to research the history of the pyramid scheme. And maybe I'll come back tomorrow and share what I found out with you guys. Yeah, that's all I got, guys. I got to ship all these clothes out. I know Jamie probably wishes I was shipping right now, but actually the post office is closed today. So even if I package everything up, it can't go out till tomorrow, guys. Sorry. I didn't know it was closed either, but it definitely is. Okay, guys, I'm going to go off here. And I mean, I don't know what you could have questions about, but if you do have questions, hit me up, whatever, we can chat. If you have some relevant information, thoughts, something like that, PM me. All right, guys, have a blessed day. Have a good day, guys.